So I have the website quizzes.com, and this website actually reminds me of Kahoot, if you ever heard of that. So right now I'm on my teacher account that I have. So right now you can see that it says my username and then I'm a teacher and I put a school in there. Now as the student, for the student, the nice part, it follows the COPPA standards, which is Children Online Privacy Act, and for this website, students only have to give an email, so they don't have to give any personal information, so it doesn't break those rules. And as I go back to the teachers, so when I go back to the home page, this is what it looks like. So the first thing that comes up is a way you can search for public quizzes. So there's the featured one, most played, and most recent. So what I did is I'm going to search for a quiz and I'm just going to do math and see what comes up. So all these different ones come up and you can see as you scroll down and click on one to the right here, these are the questions that will be on the quiz. So I'm going to do addition, and the first one that comes up I'm just going to click on. And the nice thing about this is you don't even have to make it yourself. You can use someone else's and you can play live with your classroom, and this gives you the option of getting a code and you give that to your students, or you can give it to them for homework, which also gives them a code, but they do it at home. And I'll show you how this works later on in the video. So then when you go to my quizzes, still on the teacher's account, it shows you right here all of my quizzes. So this is the one I created earlier, and then this is the one that I saved. So how you save is you go back to the public and you can click on any of these. So I'll do Valentine's Day and say I really wanted this for later on in my classroom. I would click add, then add to a collection. So I'll do holiday and create. And then when you go back to my quizzes, you'll see that this was now added to all the quizzes I have. So right now, if you click the created by me, you'll see the one that I actually made myself. And then the other cool thing is you can make collections. So how I have these organized is how you can organize all the ones that you save, and you can also add your own to a collection. So I'll show you. If I click add, and I can add to second grade math, and now when I go to my collections, you have all the options for the math. So now I'm going to create a quiz for you and show you how that works. So when you click create, it comes up with this screen. So you can add an image, and the first thing is the name. So I'm going to do another math one. So I'll do math, and then I'll do adding by tens. So I did English, and then I have public so that anyone else can also use it, but you can also make it private. So now I'm going to do adding by 10. So I'm going to do 10 plus 20, 10 plus 20 equals, and then here's where you put the options. So I'll do 20, and you see it's incorrect. 30, and then when you want the right answer, you just click this and it changes it so that it knows that that is the correct answer. And then you put 2 more in, so I'll do 14, and then I'll do 50. So once you do that, then you can create as many questions as you want. So I'll just show you a couple more that I'm just going to add in real quick. As I'm doing this, you can see that on this right side, it shows you the questions, and then it will come up with boxes, so like this orange one, and then it will, from there, show you all the different answers in the boxes. So I'm just going to do one more question. Okay, and when you're done, it saves the whole time, but you press finish. And now this is the other cool part. You get to select the grade level. So I did from kindergarten to second grade, and then it has subjects. So if anyone's looking this up or you want to put it in a certain thing, you can put subjects so you know which one is which. So I'm going to put math, and then I'm going to tag that it's early math. You can hit more than one, so like basic operations, just so when people look it up they can find it. So now I'm going to click finish and create. And now I'm going to show you what it looks like through the teacher's eye of playing it, and then I'll show you what it looks like through the student's eye of playing it. So when I hit play live as a teacher, it's going to say proceed, and this is the settings. So the question settings, you can jumble them, jumble answers, and then show quiz review. And then this is the game settings. So if you don't want your kids to see who's in first place, who has the most points, you can turn this off and on. I'm going to leave that on. And then there's the question timer, so it will count down for 30 seconds so the kids know how long. But if you don't want that, you can just turn that off as well. And then show memes. This has like funny pictures after each question, but for like kids to not get distracted, I'm going to leave that off. And then music is just a little background music, so I will leave that on. So now when I click proceed, it will bring up the 6-digit code. So now, as the student, I'm going to go to my student account. So this is my student account. And I'm going to click join game. And it will come up with the enter code. So the enter code is 003103. So now when I go back to do it as a student, I just type that in. And when I click proceed, it will ask me to enter a name, and then it picks an avatar for you. And then now as the teacher, you wait till all the students come back, and it will say, right now you have one student, so that's me, and I'm going to click start game. So on the student and teacher thing, it shows you the same thing, but I'm going to watch as the student so I can give the answers. So 40 plus 10, and you can see up here, this is the timer that it has. So when you click the right answer, it will pop up and say I have 800 points because of how fast I did it and that I got it correct. Then the next question will come up afterwards. So 10 plus 20, and this is what it will look like if you get it wrong. So if I click the wrong answer, it will just say you got 0 points, but I still have the points from beforehand. 20 plus 20 is 40. Got it right, you got 950 points. They add it together and still ranked in first place because I'm the only one. So that's that, and it's all done. So this is what the students will see. They'll see that they got first place, how many points they ended up with, and how accurate they were. And then they can see the question and then the correct answer so they can review what they got wrong. But as the teacher, once it's done, you're able to see, like if there was more students, there would be a list of names down here, and it would show you if students got, what questions students got right and wrong, which is good. And then here it shows that 0 students got this one right and 1 student got it wrong. And then it just shows you that. And then you can review questions with your students. So you bring it up on the board and it says 10 plus 20 equals, and it shows you it's 30. And you can just go through all the questions like that as well. And then you can export your results to your desktop. I'm not going to show you that right now. And then if you want, you can play it again. So right now, I'm just going to go back. Then you can go to my reports, and you can see that both times that I did the adding facts today, that it showed, it shows you your running reports that you have. And then these are for homework assignments. So this was live, 0% because no one took it. And this is just the accuracy. So later on you can always go back and check your reports to see the accuracy, the questions, players, to see what if you need to teach more of or what you need to work on. And then it shows you the players that were in it. So what I just went through now is an example of the ISTE standards of all ages for 1.C, and that is for the guidance from an educator. Students recognize performance feedback from digital tools and make adjustments based off of that. So all these reports that are given, students can also see what they can work on to do better next time. And lastly, you can do memes. You can make memes to go along with correct answers. So I'll show you how to do that real quick. So for correct memes, for something when people get it right, I'm just gonna put whatever. I'm just gonna do the dog. That means they got the question right. So, and you can type words, so yay and good job. So this is what would pop up when the students get a correct answer. And then you'd be able to do the same thing as well for the incorrect. So now I'm just going to go back to the main screen. So this was quizzes, and I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.